Alright everyone, my name's Tashawn. I'm going to be doing my coming out story. And what inspired me was, I've seen a lot of the coming out stories on here, and right now, one of my viewers on my YouTube channel is texting me right now at this moment, and he's having issues coming out to his parents. So, I hope that my story and me texting him right now is going to help him out with anything, and I hope it helps anybody. I hope it gets everybody through what they need to get through in life, because it wasn't easy for me to come out either. My mom is the biggest homophobe ever, and I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know what she was going to do, but I can tell you this. My dad died when I was 7, or he was murdered when I was 7. The case is still open. And he was a strong military-going person. He's what put the black in me. He's black, my mom's white. So I know for a fact that he wouldn't have approved of me being gay. But I mean, it's my decision. So I'm really glad that I didn't have to come out to him, because I probably would have got my ass whooped. But my mom, when I first told her, she started crying. I came out the closet when I was 12 years old. I was incarcerated. I was at, for anybody who lives in or around Richmond, they call it the Hill. It was Henry County Detention Center, and they called it the Hill because it was built and it sat on top of a ginormous hill, and I was detained there. It was 2 days after my 12th birthday, and I was there for a while, and this one kid kept hitting on me. And, all my life I knew that, girls weren't what I wanted. And, I'd always look at a guy and be like, ooh, he's kind of cute or whatever. But I never really said anything. I always played with dolls. I always tried to wear everybody's high heels, and I dressed up and tried to wear my sister's stuff, and I'd fill her bras with socks and put it on, and, just typical stuff. And so, I knew, but I didn't know how to put it into words. I didn't know what gay was at the time. So to make it feel better on myself, and to make it better for me telling my mom, I went ahead and told everybody that I was bi at first. That I still liked girls. And I knew in my head that I definitely didn't like girls. I don't want to touch a girl. I don't want to do anything with a girl, but I told them I was bi and I'd still deal with a girl and everything else, because I didn't know how everybody was going to react to me saying I was gay. So, once I told everybody in my pod, in my unit, they all accepted me, because there was mostly girls anyways. They all accepted me, got around to the whole detention center. Nobody disliked me or anything, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to tell my mom. So I told my mom, and this is how I told her. After she went out to the vending machine and got me an oatmeal cream pie, she came back in and she sat down. So I have an Uncle Nick. His name's Nicholas Rader, and he's gay. And so I beat around the bush. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I said, I have something to tell you. She said, what is it, babe? I said, Mom, I think I'm half of what Uncle Nick is. My Uncle Nick's gay. I was coming out to everybody as I was bi, so I said, I think I'm half of what Uncle Nick is. She said, what do you mean? I said, I think I'm bi, Mom. I said, I'm bi. I said, yeah, I'm bi, Mom. I'm bisexual. And she looked at me, and she just started tearing up. She just started tearing up right there. I didn't know what to say. I started crying. I can't remember exactly what was said, but, there was nothing negative at the point. So then I got moved to YOC, and I was at YOC for a couple years, and my mom's always been there through my whole incarceration. I kept getting in trouble at YOC, but I told everybody there. As soon as I walked in the door, everybody knew at YOC. I made it known that I was gay, and I didn't care what anybody said about me. And then I got moved to Pendleton Juvenile Correctional Facility. And I was one of the most respected gay people there, because the moment I walked in the door, I told everybody, I'm gay. If they asked me, are you gay? Yeah, I'm gay. Is there something wrong with that? And when everybody kept asking me, I thought everybody was going to have a problem with it. It wasn't the case. Every other gay person that came in there, they would deny it for 3-4 months. Them were the gay people that had problems, because then they would get picked on when they came out the closet, and they'd wonder why I was the only one that had respect from all the other inmates and everything else, because from day one, I admitted it. I'm gay. If you don't like me, there's other places over there where I'm not at. You don't have to look at me. One of the things I always questioned, I always told the kids, you know what? If you don't like me, then why do you keep talking about me? Why do you keep talking to me? It's not that big of a deal. I'm not one of those gay people that are just going to sit there and let you be on me either. So, like I told him, I said, if you're going to, whatever you're trying to do, I'm up for. I'm not going to sit here and let you run all over me. I'm not going to sit here and let you talk to me like you're crazy or like I'm stupid or I'm just some piece of shit or whatever. I wasn't going to go for it. So, I had everybody respect there. Everybody liked me. I liked everybody else, I had a pretty good time. So, not that being locked up is fun or anything, but, yeah, I didn't really have any problems there. Then when I got out, I had a little probation period. Then I was with my uncle when I came out, and I came out to everybody here in Richmond. Mind you, Richmond is a kind of small little, it's big enough to get lost in, but it's small compared to most of the places in Indiana. So, it's very political here. Nobody likes gay people, really. Nobody wants to be gay, Everybody's scared to come out. I know a couple of people that are, and it's really just not the place for people to come out the closet, unless you're lesbian. There's so many lesbians here, and everybody talks to them, but if you're gay, like the jocks and all the other primpy guys, they don't want nothing to do with you. But that's fine, because while they're sitting there with their chin stuck up, I don't want to talk to you. My chin's stuck up like I didn't want to talk to you either, so I'm just going to keep walking, forget you too. I just don't have time for people like that. So, I've kind of developed this thick skin. Like, I'm to the point where I don't really care what you say about me. You can say anything about me. You can even talk about my dad's death, and it won't affect me anymore, because people are so cruel these days that I'm not going to let anything on the outside of me take the joy from the inside of me. And that's the way I feel. Nobody can take the joy and the laughter and just the amazing person I am. They can't take it away from me. I'm not going to let anybody do it. Nobody's taking it away from me. Which is why I'm making this video right now. And that's why I want to make it possible for all the other homosexual people that want to come out and everything else. I 100% promote you going out and I don't want you walking down the street fawning, oh, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. Small people tell small groups of people at a time. Maybe 1, 2, 3 people here, and then tell 4 people there. But you always want to start out with your friends and family. You don't want to just go put it on Facebook, hey, I'm gay, It was easier for me because I told small groups of people. I told my friends first and my family. And once I told my friends, I was like, I don't care if you tell other people. So as they started telling other people, it got around the school. People asked me, yeah, I'm gay. If you have a problem with it, then go over there. I'm not over there. You don't have to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not going to listen to anything you have to say. If you're talking negative or whatever, if you want to be my friend, you can be my friend. If not, then screw you too. But ever since I've been out, I got out of my 4-year incarceration this year in June, and it's been pretty cool. There was one person, actually 2 people, that thought I liked them, so they didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I just had to let them know that you're not that cute, so I don't really like you like that. We're just friends. We've been friends forever, and we need to leave it that way. But you hear about all these other stories about how the people in the homosexual community have been picked on and just bullied, and it leads to suicides and all this other stuff. And I pray for that group of people. I try to prevent it every day, but I'm just glad that I didn't have to go through that. I'm glad that my coming out process was way easier. You know, like I said, I do have sympathy and I do empathize, and I put my feet in them people's shoes, and I hope for the best for them. I mean, there's no other explanation. You know, right now it's just making me mad that somebody can be treated like that. There's so many murders and so many suicides because of people are getting made fun of because they're fat, or because they're gay, or, I mean, even cross-eyed, the way you grew up. There's so many people making fun of just the stupidest stuff. So what? That person's bigger than you. Get over it. You don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to talk to them. So what that this person likes boys, or this girl likes girls, you know? It's none of your business. If it was your business, they would have brought it up to you and said, hey, you tell me if this is right, or tell me this is wrong. I don't believe those people did that, and I don't think it's right. So, yeah, that's my coming out story. I mean, I didn't really have any problems, so, I mean, I have had a couple people make fun of me here and there, but I don't care what people say about me. People can hate, people can do whatever they want, because guess what? I'm going to come out on the top, because I'm always going to be that bigger person. And I'm always going to be the one to come over and help that person in distress. And you know what? If I lose friends over helping the victim, then so be it, because guess what that means? You're not a loyal friend. You're not who I need to be friends with if you're going to take sides with the bully or whatever, you know? And I have no problem losing friends over helping somebody else out. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. If I'm friends with two people that are fighting or that don't like each other, don't put me in it. You know, I'm not taking nobody's sides. I'm both of your people. I'm both your guys' friends, and that's the way it's going to be. I'm not siding with you. I'm not siding with you. I'm not going to delete this person just because you're mad at him, and it's not like that. I'm going to be both of your friends. I'm ride or die. I'm loyal. I'm not like that. I'm going to be everybody's friend. So, subscribe below. Help me out, guys. I have 63 views already, and I've only had my channel open for maybe a week now. I know it was supposed to be music, but my throat has been really messing up here lately. I keep leaving my fan on at night, and it gets really cold, and it's blowing in my face, so like I'm really congested right now. So I'm sorry that it's not music like I've opened the channel for, but there will be music coming out, and I will be singing. Yeah, that was my coming out story, so subscribe below, give me some views, discuss it in the discussion or whatever, help me out. Alright, thank you for listening. Bye.